Can we auto Moderna? What do you guys think? Who will win? The guillotine or phantom? Holy! Oh my god! Top tier! Oh my god! Insane! Look at this. There's no way you're gonna convince me that these three are like your highest rating, along with regular Scarlet. Unless this is general. I guess like if you include general, then they're like, oh, they're triple S on PvP. Like for example, this one's triple S on PvP. Yeah, not even that. And Senti? What the f is this rating on? What? And Rem is up here too. Like you completely lose your credibility. Never updated. And then Rouge is down here. And Dove along with regular. What the f? Yeah, like you completely lose me on your credibility when you put it like these. Like really? Like you put Mari down here and then you have Rem up here. Ain't no shot. Really? She's below Summer Sakura? You're kidding me. There's gotta be another JP tier list, right? Okay, there's gotta be a real JP tier list, right? Game with. What this game with? Okay, so there's game with and then there's game 8. Okay. These gotta be the two Nikkei tier lists. Like strongest character ranking on game with, strongest character on the game 8. Let's see. Okay, if they put Ein on the SS plus tier along with Asuka, that makes sense. So like for example, right, in the most recent Solar with Land Eater, we used Ein team instead of Asuka. Well, some people did use the Asuka team, but like Ein performed better because against a boss without core, the electric team seems to be outperforming the fire team. And then I would imagine with the boss with core, consistent core, the fire team should outperform the electric team. So if they're gonna do it that way, then that's fine. These are good. Fine. Bunny. Yeah, Bunny. Let's see. So like this is all characters. Okay, to be fair, I still think that if you, with all things considered, this is a good an SS plus tier, the Drunk Scarlet, if you include her PvP contributions. So yeah, sure. Okay, this looks better. Okay, maybe JP bros aren't so cooked after all. This looks a little bit. Wait a minute. So I understand this if they never updated this. So if they never updated these rankings, it would make sense. Because back then, to be fair, we did use Rupee for campaign before Senti. And that was I can even show you because this is Cheeks. Cheeks actually used Rupee instead of Senti. He actually upgraded it back then. Not the skill. I resetted the skill, but like it was actually Cheeks actually updated Rupee back then. So like before then, it was either Rupee or Senti. Like I get it. Okay. Sure. Like these are gonna be the core on that element. Ein and Asuka for if there's fire core, sure. Let's see here. Let's see Gamewood. Gamewood is a little bit more popular. Well, I mean, I know both Game 8 and Gamewood are. Ah, look at this. So they have this whole triple S here. The basically undisputed. I think I would put litter in the triple S though. Then I mean, I don't know, just me. Like if we're talking about the real triple S, right, I would put litter up there too. Like Moderna is a god on everything but PvP, to be fair. And Red Hood should be, yeah, Red Hood is usable in everything, all content. Back Shadow actually also kind of usable on all content also. And Crown also usable on every content except PvP. Not she's not as big as on PvP. But I could see on like some CP teams they could do that. Let's see. Okay, Gamewood looks a little bit better. But I feel like this is a little bit more updated compared. So this Game 8 doesn't update it. But Gamewood is a little bit better. Yeah, this makes sense. It looks like they updated these. I get it. I get the reasoning behind it. Okay, so like for example, why Pepper is up here is likely probably because of PvP. Let's see. Phantom is on the S plus. They put Phantom in the S plus. Okay, I'm kind of liking thinking. Oh, they put S plus here on Phantom 2. This is game 8. I like the game with a little bit more. It feels a little bit more balanced. It does seem like they kind of consider things more. Hey, to be fair though, they put Pepper in the S plus, but then Jackal on the S. Like, I get it that Jackal is not really usable on PvE. So I guess if you put it that way, I get it. But then, yeah, like, to be fair, this is more overall. So I feel like there is probably a heavy weight on campaign, both campaign and raid performance. I feel like they're choosing two things. And there's a lower priority on PvP. It's a bit of a lower priority on PvP, which, I mean, that's how a lot of the tier list does, but Stubbornian and Bird down here. What the fudge? I like how the lowest is A, like as if there's no B doesn't exist. Okay, let's see. Criteria for strongest character ranking. Oh, okay. Boss battle evaluation. Okay, so that does make sense because like Pepper actually was used relatively, especially if you put Pepper with Brevity. It is actually pretty good especially for lower level people that don't have a lot of like units to use. Prioritize attack buffs over critical buffs makes sense. Prioritize area attacks that are more useful in campaigns. Okay, actually I kind of like this. It makes sense. So like, yeah, campaign AoE useful for campaign, attack buffs over critical, boss battles, ease of organization when forming party. It's important to consider a character's burst stage and skill performance. Character have restrictions when forming party due to cooldown time of their burst skills affect us somewhat lower. Characters with treasures are rated with treasures included. Oh, so they did update it with treasures, which is why Laplace is here. That makes sense. So like, for example, yeah, in campaign, Laplace and / tower campaign kind of gives Laplace a higher beat, right, compared to the other ones. And like, say, yeah, X, yeah. So like Laplace has a little bit more use, for example, so that does make sense. Rapunzel is pretty useful too. Rouge, I guess it makes sense because if they're focusing on like the HP part of it, then Rouge is kind of lower priority compared to D because, well, D has more fierce units that they would buff, right? Like Alice, you have Asuka technically, you have Red Hood. So like there's a bit more meta common units because they did mention about the ease of organization. Probably basically team building when is how it boils down to. And I can see how D kind of is a higher priority compared to Rouge if you put it that way. Okay, I think I like this one a little bit better. It makes sense. These do make sense, and they do these kind of make sense also. Quency, Asuka, Ain, Ludmilla, Summer Anise, then regular Drunk Scarlet. Yeah, these are all useful and like they have their own niche of advantages. Basically, it makes sense. And they did say they prioritized the campaign a bit more. There's a bit of higher priority on campaign also, and so that's why these units kind of are rated a bit higher also because of that. At least they talked about the ratings. This is game 8. I get it. So they rated Phantom down here to S plus, and then this one they rated Phantom S plus also, which below the double S. It's like, I mean, Phantom's damage is not horrible, right? Like I didn't think that it was bad, and so these kind of make sense. Okay, I get it. They're not great on AoE, but then they should be useful, somewhat useful for bossing. Do we have the CN? Ooh, let's see. Yeah, no, we were looking at this earlier. Let me see if I can search this. Why is Pride showing up? No, that's 2023. Does the CN just don't have their rating? They have a wiki. Oh sheesh. They don't have a rating. Well, there's barely ratings here. Wait, what? Test. Oh my god, Julia top tier. Holy. Oh my god, higher than SBS and Redhead. Holy, it's over, boys. I knew it. I freaking knew it, dude. Best unit. CN dudes say so, dude. Oh, actually, I guess right here. Let's see. Oh, this is before summer. Okay, hold up. They have been ranking it. Oh, here we go. Hold up. Found the CN. Strength list reference. Wait, I was trying to click it. They just kept disappearing. Master Nikke in one lesson. Holy! What, this one? Oh! Wait, updated April 18? Bruh. But I mean, the thing is, like, Quency is here. So, like, there's gotta be a new updated list, right? Oh, sheesh. Chat, look at this. Arena Attack Strategy Workbook. Save this for... Oh, sheesh. Oh my god. Save this for Champion Arena. It's only me and you, chat. Save these. Oh my god. Wait. Is this changing host and DNS? I can't connect naked. So this is for... Because they can't play naked directly, right? I guess. So in order for them to play, they had to... So they don't have the new summer because this is April update. Let's see. Last page. Anybody like say something in the comments maybe? Hatsune Miku's skill. Wait, what is this game? How many points does Hatsune Miku's first skill have to reach? Oh wait, are they talking about maid privity? Oh, I guess regular privity because they're just talking about first skill. The regular privity. What does kun mean? I guess it means vegetables. I have no idea either. What do you mean? Maid Hatsune Miku, why didn't I see it? No update for 3 months? Ah, yeah, Sag. Do they not have a wiki? You know, it's just the game key. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can find it. I only see this. All character rankings, but then it's under revision. Maybe history record? Wait, you can see it? Because I don't see it. Can you drop it? Yeah, drop me a screenshot. You can view it on Firefox. Oh, Google? I cannot believe I'm doing this. Is it Google Chrome? They block it on Google Chrome? Is that what's happening here? Oh my god, why is... Oh my god, it's working here. On Edge. It's working on Edge. Let me switch myself here. Okay, they don't have... Oh, okay. I think it makes sense separating it from PvE and PvP. But okay, let's see the S+. Okay, so S+ is their highest, what it seems like. So these are the burst ones. Okay. But then S+ with Dorothy? Okay. Sure. Jackal's PvPS. I like separating both PvE and PvP. Personally, I find it unnecessary to separate out. Okay, maybe PvE bossing and PvE campaign. I think those are the two main things. Because it's either you deal with like mobs or you deal with boss. There's no other really anything else in between that, in my opinion. So PvE campaign, PvE boss, sure, I can see that. But at the same time, I feel like maybe it's unnecessary. Okay, you know what? No. Because like there are some units that are just good for bossing. So, okay, sure. And then PvP. I feel like those are the most 3 different ones. D is ranging between S and S+. That makes sense. Rouge is S, regular S. Okay. I get it. I mean, Dorothy is kind of... Actually, if you include campaign, I guess it's kind of like good, but I would rate her a little bit lower now. Maybe this wasn't really that updated, but I would kind of rate Dorothy a little lower now. Let's see. EX. Holy, PvEEX for Blanc. Naga PvEEX. Okay, there's a higher than S+. It's EX. Holy. Where's Crown? Biscuit S? I mean, if they counted the gold old times when we were using the Dorothy team, yeah, I get it, sure. Like the Dorothy team with the Biscuit Summer Anise, I get it, sure. PvPS? I would say S plus on PvP. I feel like Biscuit is like insane on PvP. S plus. I mean, whatever. S plus for Crown. Wait. You can't say Crown is S plus and then EX on these. Okay, well, actually, what does this mean? Bound to Noir. Ah, that's what they mean. So the real one is like their S tier, and then Naga is like S minus. Really, Naga S minus compared to Blanc? I guess like healing for Blanc is kind of useful for more beginners, but in hard mode, Naga kind of comes out more on top than Blanc. Like Naga is, especially with her core damage bonus, it's much more better. Yeah, this is back then. This is the old ratings back when they're bound. So and then S plus. So I understand why they made some of these reasoning and these are probably not updated. Like for example, I can see, and the thing is like a lot of the old rankings too. Some of them like rated Naga when Naga first got released. She was actually rated lower than Blanc and Noir because they're like, oh my god, Blanc and Noir have healing in it. But like later down the road, you started realizing Tia and Naga were allowing you to clear 30%, 40% higher deficit at like much higher level. And people saw that like Tia's like taunt was like a detriment. And it's a lot less newbie friendly. And I understand why that's the case, but over time, it showed that Tia Naga was better than Blanc and Noir on campaign. And the other tier list sites had that mistake too. I didn't. I like me and Kanto, if you go back to the Naga Tia Naga video, I was like saying these are gonna be Tia Naga is gonna be the meta, and they're better than Noir and Blanc. Because the buff per Naga persists and the core damage they persist versus Blanc, which only triggers on the enemies that are visible. So when the new enemies pop out, you lose that advantage that you had with Blanc and Noir. But Tia Naga, it allows you to push harder and farther because your buff persists throughout that whole duration of 10 seconds. Mari S plus, sure, because Alice and Red Hood are meta. So I could see the reasoning behind Mari being relevant also. S minus Scarlet, PvE S plus, Alice S to S plus makes sense. PvE on Anise is S plus. Okay, the thing is like we gotta remember when they say PvE also it includes the raiding, so it's not just campaign. So I get it. It makes sense, especially for Electric Team, right? She is relevant for that. Yeah, we got regular PvP, PvE S. Power S PvP. Oh, I mean at this point you would rather use like La Plus now, right? With the treasure. Red Hood S plus, hell yeah. Scarlet Black Shadow S plus, A PvE PvP A. I feel like a lot of people under rank Scarlet Black Shadow mainly because they're like, oh yes, you just use the regular Sakura to counter Scarlet Black Shadow. But then a lot of people don't use the regular Sakura though, nor do they want to build them. But I guess like I guess if you put it that way, in like in the more try hard PvP bracket, they would probably have like, if they see a Scarlet Black Shadow as the main DPS there, they would actually have a counter for that, because there is technically a counterplay, but then her damage is pretty strong without considering that she can be countered. Her damage is pretty strong PvP, right? Ooh, PvP S plus on Emilia. Yeah, makes sense. A properly built Emilia is actually pretty good, especially like you put it. Some people say that you need like what 20 something % charge speed total, and you have like a really good Emilia on that one. Oh, here we go. The more recent ones. Okay, Bunny Soda S minus, regular Sakura S, Ein S. See, Asuka's lower than Ein for them. Oh, sheesh. Ein. Holy. Ray S minus. Oh, they haven't rated Quency and Phantom yet. Okay. So no rating yet. Oh, I guess another counter for SBS is Noah, I think, from what I understood. Or any, if I recall correctly, if you're doing immune damage, let's say, especially with Noah Biscuit, if you're doing immune damage, you would deal immune damage to everyone else, right? Also, so like if Scarlet Black Shadow is hitting Noah, that is getting Biscuit immune damage, she would also basically deal 0 damage to everyone else, right? I if I understand correctly how the distributed damage works. Yeah. A plus on Ion PvP. Okay. Okay. With all things considered, some of them might be a little bit outdated because they just never updated them, but also at the same time, it seems to be relatively somewhat accurate. Like I mean, like for example here, Marciana S minus. I guess like if you now she's S minus, but then back then Marciana was relatively relevant, right? We were using her in the Dorothy Privity team, but then now that the team is a lot more wider, the priority for Marciana is now much more lower comparatively. A plus on Rem here. Oh man. S, yeah. For the most part, I actually kind of agree to a good portion of their rankings. I haven't really like fully checked everything, right? Like I only addressed which ones I see and talked about here. But really, like Soda A, like the regular Soda. Yeah, see? Huh? Yeah. Most overhyped, disappointing Nikke in your opinion? Overhyped. Overhyped, disappointing. Before knowing the skill, I think Rosanna was kind of hyped, right? Before we learned about the skill, Rosanna was like kind of hyped. I remember back then. Oh, Bay and Clay, yeah. Bay and Clay was kind of sad too. Summer Neon, oh yes, yes. Actually, you know what? It's after we learned the skill kit and we were disappointed. Even so, the most hype unit where we learned the skill kit, we were excited, but then we were mad disappointed. Yes, Summer Neon. That's true. Oh my god. Nihilister. You know what? You're right. That too. You know what? Yes. 100%. Yeah. Oh my god. Yes. Yeah. Nihilister was mad disappointing too. Yeah. Trony, the thing is like because we didn't know how her kit worked, we definitely were kind of a little bit hyped on it. It's like, oh my god, like this like, is this gonna be really good or whatever? And we were disappointed too. That's true. Yeah, I think Nihilister was probably the biggest one if I think about it. But the thing is like we didn't really got Nihilister until like 30 days later, right? It took us like 30 days or something to actually max out Nihilister, to get Nihilister, even with max refreshing. Wait, speaking of which, Liberation Doko. By the way, did you know that 56% of you still hasn't subscribed yet? Make sure to click that subscribe button, click that bell notification, leave a comment, like, and subscribe.